Deepen. What's the name of this beer? Deepen?
Yeah, Deepen.
They should change it to Lengthen because my cock is getting huge. That's the best I got for you.
He, couldn't even expand on why it's getting huge.
Well, because Louisville's going to play in the NCAA tournament.
Okay. Welcome to the Ales Up podcast.
Ooh, even better, Deepen. That's how far we're going to go in the tournament.
Deepen. There we go. There we go. Play a sound bite. Yeah. Jordan deserves that one.
Speaking of that, beat you to it, bitch.
I wish you all could.
That wasn't the beer. That was the sound of the cum dripping from his hat. You gotta put that thing through the washer, bro.
Dude, why would you? What do you throw a hat in the washer?
No, it ruins the hat, though. It really. You can't. That's what sucks about hats. You can't wash them.
Welcome to the Hats Up podcast, where we talk about nothing but hats.
The Hats Up podcast.
Yeah, I have 3 of these hats, brother. This is my lawn mowing.
Yeah, he put it through the vortex.
Yeah, pun intended.
All right, Kenny, what are we drinking today?
So I have not had anything from Hop Butcher yet. I feel like I'm way behind on great Chicago breweries, and they do exactly as the name sounds. They are phenomenal at piecing together hop profiles for IPAs. And I found this little guy at Westport Whiskey and Wine. It was the last one on the shelf, and the tasting notes sounded really good. Juicy orange, fresh tropical, ripe pineapple. Right up my alley.
I will say the nose on this thing is fucking insane. Just right out of the can. It's sweet. Knock your nose off your face. Sweet. I can't even drink it yet, but that face.
Woo!
Hoppy?
That's
good.
fire.
Hey, it helps that it's...
Spoiler alert, this might be one of the best beers I rate on this podcast.
It helps that it's also cold, and our last 4 beers have been lukewarm at best.
You're not wrong there.
God, it smells amazing. Mm-hmm. I did such a hard pour for the fucking sound that it looks like I can't drink.
I just want to take a second and watch you drink your first drink, because me and Kenny both made faces.
Oh boy!
Oh boy!
That is very good.
I'm about to dive in.
About to deep in.
I'm about to deep in.
That's where you got the name.
Yeah.
Man, how clever.
God, that is good.
Got a little white stuff in your lip, brother.
No, well, that ain't the beer.
It's not. It's so for me slurping Jeff Brom and Patrick Kelsey all year long.
So I guess that should lead us right to where we want to start the podcast off at. Jordan, I'm going to give you the floor. Do you want to talk about little Louisville football or Louisville basketball? Because we got a few things coming up.
I'm never good with the floor unless I'm hammered drunk and laying on it. But we can talk a little basketball. You're going to the game tonight.
Yeah.
I'm kind of jealous. I've been having to wake up to go to work I have to get to work at 5 a.m. So tonight I'm kind of worried I'm not going to get to watch much of the game. I might go home, take myself a little nap before it because it's so fucking late.
What?
And then we win.
What?
And then we go to the ACC tournament.
What?
After we win on Saturday.
What?
And then we win the ACC tournament.
What?
And then we go to the NCAA.
What?
And then we win the NCAA.
What?
And then I get fucking drunk.
What?
Oh my God. I didn't know where to go with it.
Yeah, it's okay. So tonight we have to beat the Calgorithm. So are we up to that task?
I mean,
have you not paid attention to Cal Twitter at all?
No, I have not.
Oh, buddy, I'm going to send you quite a few memes after this.
Shit, 'cause...
It's they're diabolical. They probably have the best burner Twitter. In the entire
I remember
ACC.
them with the football. I remember the football.
With the football.
I mean, with the football, with the memes and all that shit. But I haven't seen any of the basketball memes and stuff. So
it's probably because they suck. I hate to say that out loud.
Yeah,
who was it that was going against Florida State hard?
Them.
In football? Was that
them?
Okay, that's what
Remember, they're gonna give their woke ideologies.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember that.
But yeah, fuck them. We're gonna win by 100.
We're gonna beat. We are going to beat woke tonight.
I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that.
Define woke.
I'm woke right now. Drinking this beer. I'm deep in my awakeness. Deep in? No?
Okay, so no answer?
No answer.
Have no idea?
I mean,
I just hear that
Being
word
woke,
floating around.
I've heard people referring to it as political jargon, whatever.
Political jargon.
I don't know. I guess you tell me. What do you consider it?
I have no idea. I think it's just a made up word that
I think so too. The woke agenda. I've heard those words put together. I don't know.
I think it's a made up word that
Just like gluten.
that yeah. Well, yeah.
You know what else is a made up word?
Gluten is
Cal winning tonight. Severely made up.
That was 3 words.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a lot of made up words.
I got one word for you. Fuck that university.
But no, seriously, I think we look better tonight than we have the past, 2 games. I think we hopefully are over this flu bug or whatever we had going through the locker room. And, Chucky obviously showed up when we needed him, dropped his fucking nuts all over Pitt and everybody else in the fucking country, it feels like. But I think we look a little better tonight, at least I hope, because those last 2 games were a little rough. They had my butt puckered a little. I don't know about you guys. Nobody else was puckered? Butt and nut puckered?
No, and Pat, I believe.
It was rough. I do believe in Pat. What are your predictions for tonight?
I believe nothing can be as worse as the last 2 years. So.
That is a fact.
Is Chucky gonna drop another 40 piece?
No, I don't think so. I think it's got to be somebody else tonight, or it doesn't have to be. I just think it is maybe. I want to say Terrence Edwards night. No, you know what? It's gonna be a Noah Waterman night. No.
Is this the Noah Waterman legacy game?
This is the Noah Waterman legacy game. 5 3-pointers.
We need one.
5 3-pointers.
Everybody take the over half 3-pointers.
I can
made.
almost.
Yeah, I bet you it might
guarantee
even be a 0.5.
I bet
I don't even think he's
it's a half.
bettable. I bet he's not even bettable.
I was about to say, I bet you he's not even on the 3-point
It's like
list.
I think on Louisville or on a lot of those betting sites, it's only going to have like Terrence Edwards and Chucky and maybe
Every once in a while,
or
Rain. I can
all
get
threes.
Rain on 3s every once in a while, but
Javon might be on there too.
yeah.
You might
Speaking
be-
of that, does Rain finally break out of his slump?
I fucking hope.
I think
What do you think that is? Do you think that's this bug that they're talking about going around, or what do you think's causing this slump?
I think
He has looked rough.
I think he's holding it out for the tournament.
I hope so.
It's so
I hope
fucking-
you're right.
I'd like to agree with you guys, but I do think that defenses are scheming more towards eliminating him from game plans and forcing us to create on one-on-one opportunities, and we've struggled with that. You can obviously see that in the Virginia Tech game, and sparingly in the few games that have followed. But you see us picking up our dribble a lot. You're looking for Rain. He's absolutely getting obliterated on defense.
I was about to say he's a deficit on, but if he's not hitting on the offensive side, he's a big deficit on the defensive side. Nothing against him. He's just not a good defender. He's a smaller guy. But I agree. I hope he can get open and get some shots to fall, because it's been rough watching him miss. And not only that, I hope that what bothers me the most is I feel like our ball handling, it's not bad. It just looks sloppy some games. Bless you. It looks sloppy a little bit some games. So
I shouldn't have even tried to move. I should just let it go.
yeah, everyone heard that. I don't know.
I didn't notice it, or I could have at least muted your thing, but he still would have been. Oh, bless you.
Yeah, you'd be like,
Yeah, what the fuck did you say bless you for?
Because I'm tight. I would like to point out the fact that our over-under is 153.5, and I feel really good about that. And I feel like,
You betting the over?
maybe.
What is our points per game average right now? Can you look that up?
this is bad podcasting.
Sorry,
I
I'm just.
thought he was going to
I
be a
didn't do
little
it.
bit better.
Anyways, that might be.
79.5.
Yeah, I think we score on cap.
I think we should just single out the vocals for Jordan's expression.
Just take the words out and just get the noises going into it.
I'm just going to start calling him Jordan the Tool. Anyway,
Jordan, what's your thoughts on John Cena turning heel?
oh my God.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't watch
Oh
wrestling.
my God!
I don't watch wrestling.
You don't have to watch wrestling. It's been all
Been
over
all
everything.
over everything.
John Cena, what?
John Cena turned heel. He's a bad guy now.
Oh,
That's
John Cena turned
I have
bad.
not. I haven't seen any of it.
okay.
I guess this is a good time to talk about the fact that I want to start a new segment off of this podcast where Kenny and I talk about wrestling.
Oh.
And it's going to be called Ring the Damn L.
What about NASCAR and another one? Another spinoff? No,
I mean,
no. Well,
I'm fine with that.
How many NASCAR podcasts are popular?
that's a good question.
could
I've
be-
never even heard.
I
of
mean,
it.
I just found out there's a Bug Hunter podcast.
Hey, there's probably actually a
could
lot
be-
of those.
we could be
Meat
the
Eater podcast
first.
is pretty good. No lie.
Actually, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is a pretty popular podcast.
I bet he's probably got some interesting stuff to talk about.
Oh,
so.
he does. He does. I
Cool guy.
I watch the highlights on it a lot, but
So yeah, John Cena turned on Cody Rhodes
Oh no.
at the
That's
Elimination
detrimental.
Chamber,
I thought the same thing.
and
brother.
and now he's teaming up with The Rock, who's also a bad guy.
You know who
Yeah.
else has turned into a bad guy?
He's the final
Pope.
boss.
Mark Pope's a bad guy.
Mark Pope's not the final boss though.
He's not. The
He's
final
not even a boss. He's just
Right.
some fucking nerd that they think can coach. Fuck that guy.
Do you know who CM Punk is?
No idea.
Okay,
He fought in the UFC technically.
I feel like I've heard the
A little
name.
bit.
he's one of the greatest of all time. One of the greatest ever to do it. Charles Montgomery Punk.
Cum Punk. What a name.
You know who Gold Dust is?
Yeah, do you know Goldust?
I've heard the name.
Well, his brother is
you've
the
seen
World
his face,
Heavyweight
too.
Championship.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's
His brother has the World Championship.
Gold Dust and White Cream?
No, Cody Rhodes.
Oh, okay.
Stardust.
I know
Yeah.
Lena Rhodes.
Do you know?
I knew that was coming.
Do you know her dad, Dusty Rhodes?
I've heard of Dusty Rhodes.
Have you?
Yeah.
Son of a plumber.
Sure. I've heard of Dusty.
We've
I've heard
lost
of,
Jordan.
I've heard of Dusty Lay.
Who?
He's some Louisville rapper.
Dusty Lee.
Lee. I
Dusty
don't know.
Lee.
I don't know that motherfucker.
Oh God, I could tell you some stories.
Do you know?
Wish I didn't, but no,
Dusty
yeah.
Lay.
Lee, I don't know.
At first, it didn't register, and I was like,
I didn't know who he was talking
He said
about.
Louisville rapper, and I was like, oh, Dusty Lee.
I don't know him that well. Jesus Christ.
You know him more than you know who John Cena is.
He's from Louisville. John Cena's not from. I know John Cena. I could pick John Cena out in the crowd.
Could
no,
you?
You know,
What? How?
How?
you can't see him. I know. Yeah, I got the joke. All right, we're way off the rails here.
Nah, not really. I mean, I would love to talk about John Cena turning heel, but I guess Jordan doesn't like that conversation, so
And this is my fucking podcast.
he's invoking.
he's finally putting his fist down and going, you know what, guys?
Fist down.
This is
foot
my
down. Fist in your
No,
ass,
that-
maybe.
no, you're a fucking fist
Turn
down
you
kind
into
of
a
person.
puppet.
You know how many times you've
I'm gonna
you've gotten-
turn
you know how many
Kenny
times
into
you've
a
gotten
puppet,
mad?
and I'm gonna make this man splurt out optimistic blurbs.
You know how many times that you have gotten mad and smacked the table and
You could hear it
Yeah, I
on
was
the
about to say you
podcast.
could hear it. Thank you for that one.
Had to include it.
The only reason I brought up wrestling is because WWE Raw and SmackDown are coming to
I love
Kentucky.
it, Raw.
WWE Raw and
You like it
SmackDown
raw
are
when
coming to
you're
Kentucky.
Putting the smack down.
So if you guys are listening to this, tickets just went on sale. I'm not even associated with the WWE, but maybe they'll hear this and they'll give me some more free tickets because I just spent $1,000 on wrestling tickets between Raw and SmackDown. So
What?
What?
Today?
yeah, today.
What?
You spent $1,000 a day on wrestling tickets.
What?
What?
Yes, I did.
My God.
What?
Yeah, so Raw is coming to Louisville.
The best,
I like
part,
it raw.
the best
Raw-
part is he doesn't even get
Monday,
it.
yeah, Monday Night Raw is gonna be. I know he does. That's it.
like it
One
raw.
beer,
What?
a tequila,
What?
a margarita,
What?
another beer,
What?
some
Yeah,
whiskey.
I get it. I get it.
Okay.
You
So,
not
yeah,
remember me making the fucking John Cena fucking Louisville picture with him smashing a beer and he had a Louisville ale?
John
up?
Cena has never smashed a beer.
He might now though.
You're talking about Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, that's what I meant.
Yeah, so Monday Night Raw is coming to Louisville on May 12th. I graduate May 14th, so it's a little graduation present to myself. And then they're going to be in Lexington at Rep Arena, and John Cena's going to be there. That's the reason why I brought it up.
Pause.
John Cena is making one of his appearances at Rep Arena on June 13th.
Pause.
And I feel like I got to be there to see John Cena before he retires.
Or
That's
you
fair.
could take that.
I personally don't think he'll retire. Well, I don't know. I will say I would like to talk to you about a possible match that I have in my head that has kind of been rumored, and I kind of thought that it was gonna be like a 3-way.
Whoa.
We'll talk about it.
I like 3 ways. Anyways, instead of donate or buying $1,000 worth of dudes wrestling with each other,
I mean, there's women too. Have you seen Rhea Ripley?
You-
Hang on a second.
you
This is going to be
could-
bad podcasting.
you could have also, or instead of, you could have rather donated $10,000 to Native Mint Fund.
$10,000.
Yeah, $10,000.
Yeah, because of the
They were offering 10 times.
yeah, but
You could have. That's 10 smackaroonies.
or we could have just got Triple H to give us a sponsorship, and we could have got backstage passes for free. Paul hit us up.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing from that.
Okay, I'd pay $1,000.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them.
Do you get to wrestle with them when you're there?
No.
No, never mind. Then I wouldn't. I'd take that back. I'd rather have Native Mint.
I mean, we'll see where that pans
While we're
out.
on the basketball, I'm catching what you're laying down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll show you a few more as we go.
like-
I'll see if I can catch you off
I
guard.
also liked her blonde.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah. Speaking of blonde,
Yeah.
Does she like your beard? Did she like your beard?
Who?
Her.
speaking of blonde, have you ever seen you ever seen Liv Morgan?
Liv Morgan.
This is great podcast.
This is great podcast.
Have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen her?
I mean, we're just
While we're talking
throwing it out
about
there.
Louisville basketball and chicks and Raw
Chicks,
and
dicks.
whatever else. Yeah, I mean, I would.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Jordan now likes wrestling.
I mean, I like wrestling. You know, I don't know if I like watching wrestling, but I like to wrestle with, you know.
It just surprises me that you'll watch cars turn left,
I will watch,
but you won't watch the
wrestling.
theatrics,
I'm just
the emotional
you-
roller coaster.
I'm just
Are you
joking.
the type of person that is
I'm just
like,
making
you know,
jokes. I
wrestling's fake?
would watch wrestling. I just don't know shit about it. You know, nothing against it. I make jokes.
I think we should have a watch along for
I
the
just
next
think-
I
pay-per-view.
would love to go. I've seen it.
I just-
I've been to one in person, and it's not like it wasn't a big event. It was like a local wrestling,
like
event.
OVW.
Yeah, like
they were at
something
Tailspin.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, freezing their
I just think
ass
it's
off.
crazy you didn't grow up. Like,
Well, I did watch a little bit. Like I said, I used to watch Sting and all them and whatever.
Oh, you watch WCW?
Yeah,
That's your
whatever.
That's
was-
that's what
what
happened.
we
That
finally
makes
have
sense.
come to it.
It makes sense.
We get it now.
Yeah.
So, I have nothing against it. I just like to poke fun. You know,
Yeah,
cool.
you'd
Just
like to
like
poke them.
NASCAR. I thought NASCAR was stupid too until I actually watched it and gambled on it. Same with
Interesting. I
golf.
thought something was stupid, and then I watched NASCAR. I would be like, yeah, I could see why I thought this was.
If you have a
but I will
gambling
say
addiction, it helps.
I will say that was the most.
Single that out.
That was
Put that on the
that
internet.
was a clip right there. That was. I've never felt something that you have said so personally.
I mean, have you ever been up at 3 a.m. taking a shower, getting ready to go to work, and gambled on fucking
Ford
Chinese
ping pong?
women fucking basketball? That's what I'm talking about. Like,
I have.
I certainly have.
See, that's what they should.
You've been-
That's what they should single out in those commercials. It shouldn't be like the
You
big
laying in
game.
the shower
It
with
should be like you're watching like Ukrainian tennis at 4:00 in the morning because you bet your mortgage on the doubles match.
Oh, dude, I used to literally on stake you can bet on like Chinese ping pong.
Oh, I love
And
that.
and from the bet you can stream.
Watch it.
You can stream.
Oh
it.
yeah,
And
that's
it's
what's
just-
great about
and what's-
DraftKings.
and what
It's not for
crazy
all of them.
is that literally like you'll be watching it and it's just a weird room with nothing but a ping pong table in it, and like one person is like the judge and two players, and you like
that's
you don't
intimate.
you don't see anyone else, you don't hear anyone else, and it's just like them like grunting, and then like you're just like I have no idea. And one time I saw someone like had bet on one, and I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just go ahead and put some on, and I clicked on it. When I tell you this man was 90 years old playing against like a 22-year-old.
Oh, wow.
And I had bet on the 90-year-old.
Did he win?
And he won. Yeah. Dude, that man was like fucking Forrest Gump with the fucking
You gotta
ping
respect
pong.
your elders.
Oh, you do.
DraftKings kind of the same, but I think it only works for NFL. You can literally stream any NFL game if you log on to your fucking betting app.
Yeah. FanDuel,
It doesn't work for
FanDuel
everyone,
had it
though.
first. And
Yeah,
then
do they
I think DraftKings got the rights last year.
They have TV down in Murray?
TV?
Yeah, how you going to watch the games?
They have TV.
They got Louisville games? Probably not.
I'm going to legally stream it like I do here.
Oh,
That's
that makes sense.
that's how I'm going to do it. Just kidding.
I just figured there's like one telephone pole.
It's not that small. It's a small
That's
town.
what they always say, and
It's a
then they
small
pull it
town.
out, and it's
Which
pretty
is
fucking
funny
small.
because you're talking about how small Murray is, and I'm technically moving to a smaller town above it. So
It's even worse.
it's even
Yeah,
smaller.
much worse.
It's like we have 2 stoplights.
I don't even know if they have 2 stoplights. They have more in Murray. Murray has a lot of stoplights, but I don't
How
know.
many Murray State games are you going to go to?
So for
Season ticket holder?
so
You'd be the only one. They'd probably actually give you
listen-
front row.
so no, listen to this. I shit you not. All right. So for I think it's $320, I can get 2 seats front row to basketball and football.
No way.
I love that.
What a
Just think,
fucking
and you
deal.
missed it. You're like, what, 6 years
Away
too
from
late
Ja.
from Ja Morant?
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Oh my
That would
god.
have been cool to be there for that.
Yeah. I'm curious about the tailgates.
Do they do that?
I don't know.
Why-
I'm gonna do that.
Why are you curious?
Huh?
You don't go to the games.
Jordan's on a heater today. He's on quite the heater.
I'm leaving your podcast. I'm gonna start my own podcast.
All L's down.
Yep.
No, I can't do that.
Back to Louisville. Nate Mint.
Ale racers.
Anybody else excited? I know you're not.
I'm just saying. Okay, guys.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Let's shape the conversation.
I'm just kidding. Don't get all.
Zach, let me throw this to you. So let's just so we're not throwing out just random things. Let's say
I'm good at throwing those out.
let's say you worked at Target. I think this is the exact conversation I had. Let's say you worked at Target.
I did.
And everyone, well, yeah. Let's say, and you know, everyone loves you at Target. They really appreciate you. Your family really likes that you work at Target.
Yeah.
This is a bad
and they're
analogy.
how's this a bad analogy? This is
Don't even
exactly
listen
how
to
it
him.
works.
Don't even listen to him. Just
Everyone really appreciates you there. You got a great store manager that's gonna help you get to that next level.
yeah.
But then Walmart gives you a call, and you make a good money at Target, or they've at least offered you a good package to stay or
Half.
come to Target.
Well, not even
But then
that.
let's say Walmart comes in and they double what Target gives
I don't
you
think they're gonna
because
I don't think they're going to double, though.
I don't think you know anything about what they're going to offer anybody.
What is
first
this,
of all?
what's the standing offer? Does
But let
anyone
me-
have like a
nobody-
somewhat? Well,
I
I
don't
know,
think
but there's like
You're getting away from my
curiosities
point. You're
about
getting away from my point. Let's get to that in a second. And then let's say Walmart comes in. They say, we're going to give you twice as much as what Target's giving you. But you really like Target. Where are you going?
If I'm being 100% honest,
Can I revamp it?
I call Meyer and see if they'll beat Walmart's offer.
And Meyer is Arkansas in this case.
It's true.
Let's dial it in a little closer, because that's a little. The circumstances are a little accentuated in his analogy. Okay, so let's say you work at Target and you make $200,000. Walmart, an hour away,
store directors
offers
don't
you
make that.
$100,000 more.
It's not an
But-
hour away. You know okay.
I know it's not an
me-
hour
let me
away.
base
I'm
this.
just trying to.
Do you know where his family's from?
That's not the point. My point is, there are certain things that keep you at a place, even if you make less money there. And I know that it has.
So
This
Walmart
analogy has nothing to do with the fact that he lives closer to one or the
This
other.
person would actually live closer to the Walmart in this scenario. His family's from Virginia.
But that's. I'm trying to make a point.
Your point is
My
off.
point
Your
is
point's already
there
wrong.
could be things that make one more alluring to you other than money.
Like what?
Just because say one job offers you $200,000. The other one offers you $300,000. You're going to take in consideration, how far am I going to have to drive? How's it going to work how's it going to affect my family life? How is it going to affect my future? Am I going to be prepared for a career down the road?
I will say,
you know what I mean? There's things that go into it more than just the fact that you're going to get paid a certain amount while you're there.
Okay, so
I don't think it's as detrimental as you make it out. I don't think it's
quick
just
question.
Duke's automatically going to win if they offer $1 million more than.
but let me just say, let's shape it this way.
it's a milli, though.
I love Louisville. I bleed red. I've lived in the city. I lived around the city for 32 years of my life. I have football season tickets. I've gone to basically half of the basketball games this year, and I plan on getting season tickets to that as well. With that being said, I want Nate Ament to come here. But what are you saying? What makes us more attractive than Duke?
I think that possibly
Because I just want to.
our coach
I just
could
wanna-
be more alluring.
Okay.
We don't know the conversations that go on behind closed doors, and I think just from an outside viewpoint that Pat Kelsey is an electric, awesome at his job coach, and I think that has to play into the allure of coming here. And not only that, but when you look at things like Louisville is fucking stealing fucking codes from their rival to double the amount of money going in, you know that fan group is going to support you to their fucking death. If
That's
you
great,
come
but that
here and
fan
you
group
put
can't give me
all-
an extra $2 million.
You're all. But you could make more if you got a coach that's going to put you into a better spot. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. I'm not saying that's going
I'm
to
glad
happen.
that you said that.
I'm not saying that that's going to happen.
Do you
I'm
not
just-
think that John Shire can get kids to the NBA? Because
I
I'm
didn't
pretty
say that.
sure.
I didn't say
and Zach,
that.
you could look. Can you look this up for me?
I'm not saying
Can you
that.
look up where Cooper Flag is slated to be drafted this year?
I know because he could have gone to
Can you look that
fucking
up for me?
Timbuktu and played,
Can
and
you
he's
look that
going to
up
be
for
the
me?
number one overall. Kenny Payne could have coached him to the number one overall.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
That's a lie.
Yeah, what do you mean? He's the best player to come and put his feet into shoes and put them on a court since fucking Zion. No one better. Who's better?
Cooper Flag is projected to go to the Washington Wizards with the first project.
Huh? That's crazy.
We know that. He could have not
who's his
gone to
coach?
college at all.
Will you look up? Will you look up his
He
coach?
could have not gone to college at all and would have gotten picked first overall.
Will you look up who coaches him, Zach?
The coach, in that standpoint, is irrelevant. There was no coach going to better his draft pick. He was number one. Shire. That's
Sheer?
what the fuck.
Sheer.
Sheer stupidity is what you
Dusty Lay. Can you look up? Can you look up all the NBA draft picks that John Shire has coached?
Oh goddamn.
And then will you look up all the NBA draft picks that Pat Kelsey has coached? I'm trying to temper your expectations because I want Nate Ament to be a Louisville Cardinal.
I'm gonna be,
but you're
optimistic.
going to be upset if he chooses.
I won't
Duke.
be upset.
So what would be your rationale
be
if he
optimistic.
does choose Duke? What would be your why do you think he'll choose Duke over us?
We put up a good fight.
But what?
There's more. We can always go after other players. I'm just saying. I'm gonna stay optimistic about it until he makes a decision. I'm not just gonna automatically assume we're out.
Oh, I'm not. I'm actually more scared of Arkansas at this point of the game. To
I
be
can see
completely
that.
fair with
I
you.
can see that. Because Arkansas is probably going to throw a bag out.
John Calipari has a history of swooping in at the last second and offering kids a bunch of money, and,
and they're-
he does
money.
have a bunch of money
I will
via
give you
Tyson,
that.
Tyson Chicken, and
And
he also has a
Walmart.
history.
I think
he also
if-
has a history of lottery picks.
If I think anyone's going to offer more than what they think is worth, it would be him. Like, I don't think Duke's just going to go in and throw way more money than they think the kid is worth. And I'm not saying Nate Ament's
I
worth
think
any.
Nate Ament's worth it.
I'm not saying he's
He's
worth
a program
any dollar
changer.
amount. I
Why wouldn't
agree.
you throw the bag at him?
I think you have to look at it and understand.
I'm not
what
saying they're
you're
going to give him
getting.
Cooper Flag money, but I'm just
That's
saying
what I'm
that
saying.
I'm just saying once Cooper Flag leaves, that does open up $5 million that they were paying Cooper Flag.
Yeah, well,
Fair.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
So even if do you think Nate Ament's at least half the player Cooper Flag is?
Yeah, I
So
think
then
he's-
that makes him worth $2.5 million right there.
Who said something about us offering 3 or 4?
I mean,
or
the
whatever?
reported amount
2?
right now is somewhere between 1.7 to 2 million,
That's
but
what I
that's just about where everybody is at the moment. I
no
think
one
Kentucky
really knows.
has offered the most according to sources, and then it's us and Duke, Arkansas, and Tennessee. But you never know. I mean, he's going to go on this visit. Cal might
Is
fall in
that
love
his
with him.
last visit?
It's his last visit. We've already maxed out our amounts of visits. We visited him at his state championship. We can no longer have contact with him until his announcement on April 1st.
How long? It's April 1st.
Yep.
That fucking sucks.
Butthole puckered.
Yep. It's coming.
I'm coming.
So
If
you
he
gotta think
if he
you gotta
comes,
think
I'm
the
coming.
last school he's gonna have contact with is Arkansas. But you know, I mean, on the flip side, Kenny Payne has a history of just paying players to come visit to make it look like there's the illusion of them coming to them. I mean, he has a player on his team right now named Kevin Knox that he came and he did the visit at Louisville, got paid to come and visit Louisville,
he
was never going to come to Louisville.
He was just trying to get him paid, is what he was.
Yeah.
He was trying to fuck Louisville.
But you also can't be mad at the kid. If I'm Nate Amend, I'm taking all my visits.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not mad at the kid.
So-
I'm mad at fucking Kenny Payne for.
Well, I mean, he could have coached. He could have coached Cooper Flagg and still been the number
No,
one
I'm
pick.
saying I'm mad at Kenny Payne for the fact that
Kenny
visit
Payne would have turned Cooper Flagg into Brandon Huntley.
that visit pissed me off more than anything Kenny Payne did because he knew he was gone. He knew that Knox wasn't coming here, and he brought him here to get that motherfucker some money in his pocket.
I still stand behind the fact that we never actually had a chance at DJ Wagner.
Yeah, after
Like,
hiring his grandpa.
I think that's quite obvious because he didn't come here. So
Well, no, that's what I'm saying though. Like, well, you know, we were like the last two. It was us in Kentucky.
that was
And,
one
like,
of the
I
reasons
understand.
we hired Kenny Payne. That was what I heard so much.
Well, I mean, we hired.
Gotta hire Kenny Payne so we get DJ Wagner.
I was about to say we hired his grandpa.
Well, I know that, but before the hire, they also were saying, "Dude, if you hire him, you get DJ Wagner, guarantee." I was like, "Pfft, yeah, we'll see, motherfucker." That didn't pan out.
it did not pan out.
Kenny Payne
Did not pan out.
is a bitch. I wasn't gonna say anything about.
I'll go
He
wrong.
pained out. He made me feel.
I just don't
pain.
think we had the right tights for him.
Yeah, I don't
honestly.
think so either.
Like I think Kenny Payne would have been a better coach had we had the right tights for him.
This dude at my work was arguing that had we had better players, Kenny Payne would have succeeded.
I actually,
And I went and
Cooper
looked.
Flagg.
true.
I went and looked at the recruiting class, and like his 2 years there, it was like 5 and 10.
Well, we actually had a worse net ranking, like a strength of schedule, the last 2 years than we
Yeah, it's
had
like
this
60
year.
and 70, and
Yeah,
this year was
64 and 70, and now it's 56 this year, and
Yeah.
we've obviously have a chance to double the win total tonight against
from both
Cal.
years,
Yes.
not just one.
Yes.
From both years.
So the crazy thing about it is, though, like we didn't have bad, like horrible players.
No, I
Now-
just said
now-
they were.
yeah.
If you look at 24/7, it had us at 5th overall recruiting and 10th overall. Now, mind you, the 5th overall year was the year that we got Trenton Flowers, and that doesn't reflect. So you take him out, it's probably closer to a 10. So both years he had roughly a 10, number 10 recruiting class in the country, and finished 250th in the nation in actual product on the court.
Like there was quite a few players that played over the last 2 years that I thoroughly enjoyed.
Well, look at
But
where
they
they're
just-
at now,
they just-
and they're not bad by any
just-
means. You
they
look
just
at
weren't-
Sky Clark; he's a starter. You look at
Yeah.
Brandon Huntley
I
Hatfield;
love-
he's not as good as I
I
thought he
love
was going to
Scott
be. But
Clark.
you look at Tyler Johnson. You look at who's the biggest one? Trey White. I mean, there's several. of them.
Caleb Glenn is having a
Yeah, I mean, you look
FAU.
at these
true.
players,
Yeah.
and they go under a coach that knows what the fuck they're doing and has some sort of discipline and routine, and they play better.
Mick is the pick.
Yeah, I'm glad we're past that fucking whole thing. Jesus
What a
Christ.
wild
That
time.
motherfucker tries to come up with another hashtag every week, it feels
he
like. It's
does.
like, good Lord. Him and Ozzy Mav are like the same person for their perspective.
Well, I mean, I don't think I've ever had to put the Jeff Bring Brom Home guy on suicide watch.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, speaking of Ozzy Mav, what is going on with these Arkansas fans that are like all of a sudden like puffing their chest out, like
just
trying
that-
to protect Kentucky fans?
It's just that loser hogball burner. That motherfucker talks shit to every fan base just for engagement. He's an idiot.
I sneezed again. Say bless you.
The SEC sucks,
Kazoom
man.
time.
The SEC is so overrated. I'm telling you. And a lot of people don't agree with me, but just wait until March comes and the tournament will
I mean, it's
prove-
kind of rough. We haven't beaten an SEC team this year.
I'm just saying. We played the
There
top
goes my
half.
pessimism again.
We
but
played the top half of the SEC though.
Oklahoma's not in the
other
top
than
half of the
Oklahoma, and we
SEC.
should have beat Oklahoma. We should have beat Oklahoma.
You sound like
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
You sound like the president. We should have beat Oklahoma. We should have did it.
But the other team,
Texas is a much better state.
Ole Miss, Tennessee.
Congratulations to the Kansas
those teams
City
are good
Chiefs
teams.
and the whole state of Kansas.
Who's the other one?
Huh?
No,
I don't know who is
the other SEC team we played. It was Ole Miss, Tennessee. Who the hell was the other one? There's four of them.
Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. Oh, Jesus. I forget that they're
The only one we always play. That's
Fuck
the
those
one I
guys.
forget.
Sorry, I hate those guys. Fucking douchebags. Should have beat them too.
God damn.
If we play them today, we beat them.
I love your optimism.
It's not
I really
optimism.
do.
If you go
do.
look at Kentucky, that game, go look at who they played. Half of the players from that game are not playing because they're injured.
Okay, so we have to. It's like, all right, if we get an injured Kentucky team, we could definitely beat them.
That's what I'm saying. We played them right now under the current circumstances.
To be fair,
We're better now than we were when we
I
played
do
them,
hate
and we
to-
only lost by 8.
I hate to be on his side whatsoever, but we were injured when we played them, and
I
they
agree.
weren't.
That's my point.
So,
That is what I'm
now-
trying to say.
now-
I agree.
It's not
but,
about optimism.
But guess what?
It's just
a
when
little
we
bit.
look at when we're collecting Social Security's not going to be around when we retire. But when we're retired and we look back on the box score of that game, none of us are going to remember that
Holy
we
shit,
were
is that you?
as injured.
Fuck you.
That's ridiculous.
That guy has way too much hair on top of his
Yeah,
head to be me.
motherfucker. But yeah, none of us
I'm
are
not
going to look
that
back on
big,
that box
boss.
score 50 years from now and be like, if only we weren't missing 4 scholarship players, we would have beat them. No, we're going to look back and that's going to be a loss.
Here's how I feel about it.
Tell me how you feel.
Okay, I will. Here's how I feel about it. This feels eerily similar to the transition that Louisville football just went through between coaches, where Jeff Brom came in, took over, just barely got beat by Kentucky the first year he's there, and the second year he fucking destroyed them. Pat Kelsey barely gets beat by Mark Pope in his first year.
I'm glad that you
I
said
think
that
in the next
because we
following years,
we
I think
lost
that
by 8, and then you said them losing to Clemson by 4 was an absolute drumming.
I was being a little facetious.
So I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you brought that up. So I need to know, like, at what point, what is a close loss and what is like a blowout?
I was being facetious.
Is it different when it's Louisville? Like, if another team loses by 8, is that a blowout? But when Louisville loses by 20, it's not. Like,
What was Kentucky ranked when we played them? When we played them?
Fifth.
5th in the nation?
Yeah.
Losing by 8 to the 5th ranked team in the country versus losing by 4 to a completely unranked team in the country as a number 5 team in the country, it's a little different. It holds a little different weight.
well, I mean, everybody's going to lose.
What about losing them by 22 to the 12th team?
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Yeah. Huh.
That's pretty bad.
Are they an SEC team?
In your own home.
Are they an SEC team?
That is
Huh. Okay.
That's also the number 3 team in the country right now. 4, whatever.
Semantics.
That
Oh, but okay, so Semantics is they're
So-
number 3 now,
so-
but UK's not number 5
I
now,
was
so it
about to
doesn't
say,
matter.
So we only lost by 8 to the 19th team in the nation right now.
That's
So
true.
Yes, but we beat the number 11. We beat the number 11 team.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we beat Clemson by 20.
But Clemson, they were unranked and they drummed Kentucky by 4 points.
They're ranked now.
They put them in
right?
a coffin.
Aren't they ranked now?
Who, Clemson?
Yeah.
Clemson's number
Yeah, number
11.
11.
We beat them by 20.
Yeah, but they weren't ranked. Jesus.
I love doing these circles because it gets whoever you're talking to so pissed off.
This is why it's so hard to talk to you.
Well.
Because of the semantics.
Yeah, well,
Jordan doesn't even know the definition of semantics, but he lives in that world.
I like a couple. I've
Jordan.
fucked a couple semantics in my life.
Spell semantics.
SEMANTICS.
Ooh. Definition?
You're gay.
Country of origin.
Country of origin.
Lithuania.
United States of gay.
So, Jordan, we're not going to be a 4 seed like you said that we were going to be. So, what are we hoping for?
5.
Okay.
Who said we weren't going to be 4?
You? Well, who said we're not going to be a 4?
We could still be a 4, I think.
I think we're still projected to be like 7 in
Yeah, that's what-
some.
In fact,
So
hold on.
So Jordan
Well,
has
y'all
us
keep-
penciled in as a 4 seed right now, but everybody that you got to turn to, we're somewhere between that 5 to
Here you go.
7 seed.
If you want, statistics, if we're just going
This
based
is from
off,
one source.
just
So
based
this
off
source
the numbers.
is,
We're just going based off.
and
the
this
numbers.
source is
net quad rankings, whatever that website is, the net rankings website.
Okay.
or
So
whatever.
basically, no, what they're going to do.
Louisville is projected at the highest projection is a 5 seed at 26%. It's our chance of being a 5 seed.
It's our highest, though.
Listen,
Okay.
7 seed, which you all are talking about, projected 11%.
I didn't say.
11
I think we're going to be a 5 or
No,
6
I know.
seed.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that.
saying right now.
I
You
think
said
we're-
7.
Whenever I said 7, all
Let me
I
get-
said was
let me get to
that
my
was
point.
a majority of the mock
Yes.
mock
All right.
tournament.
Let's just
Like,
go in
Eternal
order.
optimist
Can I
of
get
the
to my point?
spotless mind. Let's do it.
Let me get to my point. We're our highest our most probable ranking or seeding is going to be 5 at 26.2%. The next most probable is a 4 seed at 22.5%. So my
But what I'm
analysis of where we'll be is not that far
so,
off.
We would have to win the ACC tournament.
Yeah,
to be
That's
what-
it. That was
what
my
to
point.
even
I said
have
what I'm-
that's what I said.
so what-
And not
That's
just
exactly
that.
what I said
Zach, go
in our
ahead.
last
what
podcast.
they're
But I'm gonna-
probably doing though is literally going off of
Probability
the
of
numbers.
winning.
Probably not even that.
No, that's exactly what it
They're
is.
going 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all 1 seed. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 2 seed.
No,
Yep.
it's based off of your wins and and your probability of winning your games
but
and where you should land at the end of the year.
But it's a whole different group of people that are going to actually seed us. And
Yes.
if we look at past,
I get what you're saying.
unless we are going to win the ACC tournament, and they have
That's what I said.
no doubt whatsoever, we are probably going to be. I would venture to say a 6 seed.
So you're
And on top
you're
of
telling
that-
me
Okay, go ahead.
you're telling me if we win our next 2 games and we win and go to the ACC championship and we beat Duke in the ACC championship on a neutral court, that we're not a 4 seed.
But that's what has to happen.
That's exactly what I said was going to happen.
But we can't just beat Duke. We have to beat Clemson again.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to come down to. In the ACC tournament, the ACC is so weak that we need to not only beat Duke in the champion. We need
I don't
Duke
agree.
to make it to the
We have
championship,
have
but
to
we
beat the
need
number
to
11
beat
and the number 2
Clemson.
team in the nation.
We've already beat Clemson, so I don't think you have
You
to
got
beat
to
them.
beat a
again.
team twice.
I don't think you have to beat them again to be a 4 seed. But that was what I said was that you had to win the ACC championship. Whatever obstacle is.
So you're
in the
saying we
way.
could lose to Clemson in the semifinals and still be a 4 seed?
No. What?
That's what you just said.
No,
What are you talking? I'm
said, I
saying
don't
there's a
think we have to
chance
beat
we
them
don't
again.
play
You
Clemson.
said,
in
I
the
don't think
fuck-
we have to beat them again.
We might not
be a
have to
4
play
seed.
them again. Is my point. If Duke plays them and beats them,
They would not face Duke.
why wouldn't they? What do you?
They're
mean?
the 3 seed.
I was about to say, yeah, we would be on.
We would
on
face.
Oh, is it
Clemson.
be? Oh, okay. Well, not necessarily. Duke could lose, and we could be the number 1 seed.
I don't think Duke's losing, buddy.
I don't think they are. I'm just saying if there's a.
Here comes that optimism again.
I'm just saying if there's a chance that you don't have to play Clemson, if you don't face Clemson, you still make a force. What I'm saying is, regardless of who you play in the ACC championship, as long as it's you play Duke and beat them, you have to play Duke. That's the only team I think you have to play to make a Final Four or to make a 4 seed.
They have an 80% chance of winning their.
I'm
their
not
last
okay.
game.
You're here. What are we arguing? That's irrelevant. All I'm saying is
How's that irrelevant? Because
whether
you just
or
said we
not
might
you
have
play
to face
Clemson. But that's
You're
my
running
point.
yourself in circles.
That's not if you shut the fuck up and listen for 2 seconds.
Why are you mad?
Because no one's listening to what I'm saying.
Because you just said that we don't have to play Clemson.
If we
will.
don't, if there's
But
some
then we
world-
brought
okay,
up,
we play
then
Clemson,
we
whatever.
Then we brought up Duke played North Carolina. But
Okay, we
North
play
Carolina would
Clemson.
have to beat Duke. for
Okay,
that
we
to
play
happen.
Clemson. My point is you have to win the ACC championship to make a 4 seed. Pull up the. Why you got mock? Just put an ACC tournament bracket right now.
Because
It'll tell you. My point is, regardless if you play Clemson, if somehow we end up here and Duke down here and we don't have to play Clemson because Duke wins, you still are a 4 seed if you beat Duke over here.
Where would Duke not? Where would Duke play Clemson? Oh my God! Are you listening to what you're saying?
So that realistically,
If Louisville wins out and Duke loses, Duke drops down here to 3.
Yes, but then
they
we
have
just
one
brought
game
up.
left.
And
then-
Clemson goes to number 2. Are you fucking
Now,
silly?
Wait a second, Zach. What did we just bring up? And Jordan told me that it didn't matter.
them playing literally Duke. Their only game is North Carolina.
I know that.
But you said it was irrelevant.
Because it is irrelevant. I'm saying you're arguing something that it doesn't matter to me. Whether or not we play Clemson or whoever, we could not play Clemson was my point. If we don't, because what your original point was,
So what you're saying?
what your original point was, we have to play Clemson and we have to beat Clemson.
So you're just
if
saying-
there's a world where we don't play Clemson and we just play Duke and we win the ACC championship.
the podcast is clipping out right now.
Oh my God.
Do you understand what I'm trying to make an argument for?
I'm
Though
gonna
I
pull
don't.
myself
What is the
today.
argument here? I'm just saying,
So-
if there's
so-
a world where we,
so I
his
think
argument
what-
was we have to play Clemson.
So I think what the disconnect here was, you were saying, you were trying to say that we don't have to play Clemson.
If we don't, I
But-
still think you get a number 4 seed if you win the ACC championship by
I-
beating Duke.
But I think what he was trying to say was realistic. It's
Realistically,
almost
we will play
statistically-
Clemson.
it's
I get
statistically
that.
impossible.
I understand that. I wasn't arguing that. That's why I was so frustrated.
It sounded like it.
Because I wasn't trying to argue that. I was trying to argue that if that flops and you play and whoever you got to play and beat, if it's not Clemson, if you play Duke in the championship and beat them, you still are a 4 seed.
Let's see. Clemson would have to lose to one of.
Oh no! If they lose, Duke automatically wins the ACC.
Yeah,
We
need
have to
them
win out.
Yeah.
Clemson has to win out, and Duke has to lose.
Which again, this is probably not going to happen. We're probably going to have to beat Clemson. You're right. I wasn't arguing that. My point was, it sounded to me like you were arguing.
the way you were yelling sounded.
But
like
it sounded to me like you were arguing that in order for us to be a 4 seed,
Oh, I do agree that
We
in order
have-
for us to beat 4 seed, we got to beat Clemson. And
I just
Duke.
don't think that. I just don't. I think if you
I
beat
just-
Duke, that's the only thing you have
I
to
just
do.
don't think
Because Duke is the best team
I don't
in
think
the
the
country.
tournament commit.
Well, outside of Auburn.
What'd you
Forgive
say?
me.
Oh,
Duke is one of the best teams.
I mean, Auburn did lose last night.
to Texas A&M, but it was at A&M. So
I mean, Texas A&M is only ranked 22nd. I mean, the SEC is overrated. The SEC is overrated.
still
They're
personally-
overrated.
I think Auburn-
The
Yeah,
SEC is overrated.
I do think Auburn is the best
Teams
team.
from Texas, teams from Alabama, they're overrated.
I will say I do think Auburn is the best team in the country. The fact that they were able to beat Kentucky by such a heavy margin and Johnny Broom not scoring anything until like the second part of the second half was
Didn't do
crazy.
very well against Texas A&M.
Well, I'll give you that. But I'm just saying
to be
they're
fair,
they're
Duke,
good.
Duke did beat Auburn. So
Did they really early in the series?
Yeah, earlier in the year. You know who knew who they lost to though?
Kentucky. Yeah, no.
that's fair. No, I mean,
I just don't think those earlier games play as much into your ability as the later.
We shouldn't even play them then.
I'm not saying that.
We shouldn't even play
He's so
'em.
drastic on
just
other
start out
whatever
at
it
your
is.
10th game of the
We
season.
shouldn't even
and
play them. Just go straight in. See, this is why
everyone
this-
starts
That's not
out
my-
10-0.
You know what? This is why it doesn't matter. This is why Indiana was able to buy out of their contract with Louisville football. The games at the beginning of the year, they don't matter. They don't matter.
They don't.
Fuck
They're
it.
not
don't
as
matter.
they're not as weighted heavily as the later games because you learn who you are throughout the season.
But what if I learn who I am right away?
You don't. Do
I didn't
you?
mean to do that.
With a 6th pick in the NFL
I was
draft,
about to say I didn't mean
the
to do
Las
that.
Vegas Raiders
My bad.
select.
Oh my God, we're gonna hear it.
Shador saying is, but
Oh.
that maybe.
I'm almost positive we actually got a copyright strike for that. So
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll.
here comes.
Anyways, they can't get us for less than 15 seconds.
Hopefully that was perfect timing. So, no, I like I said, I see us getting a 6 seed, and you can go back and quote me if we don't get a 6 seed, but I do think unless we win the ACC championship.
So you think we win tonight and Saturday? I assume, right?
Yes.
And you think we? Where do you think we lose in the ACC tournament?
Oh boy, I'm a sneezy boy.
Either in the semifinals or the finals. Like if
So
if I was gonna have to say that we were gonna lose, I mean on the right nights, I do think that Louisville can beat anyone in the ACC. I think obviously Duke and Clemson are the two toughest, but I do think that we can win any any given night against any team as long as we're playing our game. But
So if we make it to the semifinal, or we make it to the championship and lose, you still think we're a 6 seed?
that probably puts us up at a 5 seed, possibly.
What about you? Where you at on it?
I think we're gonna be a 5 seed.
So you think we
Win
make
or
it,
lose. We just got to make it to the ACC.
But your
championship.
prediction is we win out.
Yeah, I think we have to make it to the ACC championship. We'll be a 5 seed.
Okay,
Win or lose.
that's what I was going to
I
allude to.
agree with that. I think
I agree
we
as
get
well.
we get to the. I'll do a 4, 5, and 6. If we win the ACC
4.
championship, we're a 4.
Make it to the
I think if we
championship.
make it to the
5.
championship.
I agree.
And
I
then
agree
if
with
we lose to Clemson again, or not again, but in the semifinals, then we're a 6.
What if we lose here? 7?
That puts us at a 6 or 7.
I'd probably
Yeah, I agree. I
We
agree with all that.
You could argue you could argue
what I
still a
was
6,
getting at.
but yeah, 7 probably.
I'm allergic to your bullshit tonight.
But I agree with all that. I think we're all in pretty much agreement with where we're at. I don't know where the
6
why there
minutes
was.
ago, it did not seem that way.
No, it did not. You were clipping the audio.
I had to apologize to the listeners that you were just.
Yeah.
That's probably what you sounded
Yep.
like.
The way you get about Louisville is the way I get about the Raiders. I don't even hear you get that way about the Steelers.
Because it's the Steelers. What do you mean? I don't live in Pittsburgh. I don't. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, I mean, I don't live in Vegas, but
I know,
live and die
but
the Raiders.
we live in Louisville. We die in Louisville. We fucking.
Damn, that's grim.
That is grim.
You
I'm
wanna
just.
die in Louisville?
I don't. I'm just saying.
I only halfway live here now.
Yeah. Well, you're only halfway gay too.
That was
So.
sad.
Anyways, I mean, I just feel a lot more attached to Louisville than anything. I grew up watching Louisville and grew up in Louisville.
That's fair.
Me and my dad watch them. So
How sentimental.
yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Your dad's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He listens to this podcast a lot.
Wow, that's why I'm saying he's a nice guy. I don't want
If
to.
you're listening, you're a bitch.
Kenny said it, not me.
Yeah. What are you looking up over there, Mr. Bad
Oh,
Podcast?
He's about to.
Unleash
drop
him.
something on.
But-
No,
Baby.
someone's giving up tickets for tonight. I might take them up on it.
Don't you already have tickets?
I have upper level. I'm
Oh.
down.
I saw someone
Yeah.
else. Some lady was trying to give them away, but it looked like somebody hopped on it pretty quick. So
Of course.
yeah, you can't fucking.
Was that in the group chat? Is that what
Yes.
you're talking about?
Yep.
That's fair. We should take his upper
I
level.
will say,
Yeah, take the upper level. Take the upper level.
I'm not
can't.
paying him for him.
You
but
should.
don't have to. I'll give
I
them to
can't.
you.
I have to be up
I
early.
literally, I don't
will.
have.
You all suck.
I
Do
mean-
y'all hear
Be up at
yourselves?
3 a.m. to go to work, bro.
That's ridiculous. Get another job.
You offered? You got a job?
No, I don't.
All right, then.
I don't have that.
Fuck
ability.
out of here. What was I
Target.
going to say?
Target might be offering.
No,
That's
Walmart
true.
offers more.
Hey, like I said earlier, we're gonna take both.
Walmart's
of those
offering
offers.
$1 million, and they got 20,000 fans ready for me.
If both of those are offered, then I'm going to Meyer to see what they're gonna offer.
I don't care who you are. If you're offering me $1 million, I'll be a door greeter anywhere.
Can I see that receipt, motherfucker?
I'll tackle a bitch over $1 million.
Oh, you have no idea.
Well, I was going to say something about the Native Mint thing because something reminded me of it, but I can't remember how it got tied in. Anyways, I know I was going to allude to the fact that we had to. Oh, it was the tickets. So you remember when was it Rick Kyber, whatever his name is, gave away tickets to was it basketball? And one of them, I think it was Kentucky fans that hopped on there and tried to snag a bunch of them to be douchebags. Felt like we got them back a little bit with that fucking
We did.
KSR shit. That was fucking awesome, dude. Applaud. The Louisville fans are crazy, bro.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, that shit, I was at work when it happened, and so I didn't get to put in any more on it. But when I saw it, dude, that lit my day up because it was fucking hilarious to see that. So I appreciate all the nut job Louisville fans out there that go above and beyond because it seems like lately we've been going above and beyond.
Above and beyond.
And Deepen the
And
tournament.
Deepen the tournament.
Ready for that.
Yeah, no, I think we're all ready for that.
We lose in the first round, I might It's gonna be
Quick
it's gonna be
question,
a sad
and
day.
I would like this to be on the podcast. That way we can. So we've talked about doing seasons and like stopping at a certain point, not doing the podcast for a little bit because let's be honest, we run into a dead period. And I'm not going to sit.
Yeah,
here
I agree. Talk about nothing. It
Yeah,
gets-
I'm not going to sit here and talk about
nothing.
summer. But quick question, and I would like you all to be on the spot.
I'll get on your spot, your G spot.
Let's say, how deep into are we just gonna leave
I
it
say-
off at the NC like the championship? Even if Louisville's out, we still talk about what's going on.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I think
I'd be
that's
fine with
that's good. That way you
I'd be
can
fine
set a
with that.
date
And
you
then
can.
I was about to say, and that way, listeners know that once the NCAA tournament's done,
We're never coming back.
We'll probably. I'll
come
still.
on your
I still
back.
plan on doing stuff on like the YouTube channel. So follow us on
Yeah,
the
TikTok,
LSL
Follow
podcast,
us on the YouTube.
TikTok, YouTube, everything. Talking about like,
OnlyFans.
talking about
Because
like,
we're all
NBA,
really big
and
OnlyFans.
we can do like one-offs for like the NBA championships and their playoffs.
Yeah,
and
when the
stuff
Lakers
like
win again.
Oh God.
that. When we get
When LeBron gets his 5th ring.
when we go up 2 banners.
Donovan Mitchell.
No, when
Buddy.
Boston goes up
Donovan
two
Mitchell?
banners over the Los Angeles Lakers.
I'm the only Louisville fan here. Donovan
What are you
Mitchell.
talking about?
Donovan Mitchell.
I love Terry Rozier.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
That's crazy. I like
Who?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Who plays?
Is it crazy?
He didn't.
Are you a Vikings fan?
No.
Oh,
No.
it's crazy.
He's a fan of teams in their own division.
I'm a
That
fan.
is-
I couldn't imagine cheering
That
for
is-
the Chiefs.
That is the wildest thing.
Couldn't imagine cheering
So-
for the Chiefs, Broncos, or Chargers.
I fucking hate
So-
the Ravens.
so, hey.
I hate the
I
Ravens.
hate the Ravens,
Hold
but
on.
I own a bunch of
So-
Lamar jerseys.
So-
But I love Lamar
You're telling me if can't even say it with a straight face. If the Chiefs draft Tyler Shuck and they cut
Tyler
Patrick
Shucks,
Mahomes,
that's not equivalent.
He's going to be a starting quarterback in the NFL.
He is. And you're gonna owe me $50.
I will say that
He's getting a lot of attention.
he is getting a lot of attention.
Have you seen the attention?
his draft combine was actually really good. And
Did you watch it?
Not saying and
My
not
God,
and not
dude
saying
has
that
a dot.
not saying that I didn't know that, obviously, like watching him all year, but I will say he's even surprised me.
I hope the
being a
Chiefs do
Louisville fan.
draft him. I hope they do. And then I'll never have to worry about that
Then
bet.
you'll win the bet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll never have to worry
Yeah.
about that bet.
So
No,
what
they're-
if
they're gonna cut Mahomes?
what if Mahomes breaks his leg the first year he's there? And
Are you going to call him a starting quarterback?
he's a
against the bet?
starter. I mean,
Is
that was a bet. He starts one game.
There's
I'll
parameters.
give you. I'll give you parameters. I'll give you
would
parameters.
Patrick Mahomes become Drew Bledsoe? Is Tyler Shuck going to become the next Tom Brady? Find out next episode.
He could.
on
He could.
the L's
Okay,
Up
maybe not.
podcast.
That's a bit dramatic.
Is it a bit dramatic?
Yeah, I didn't say he was going to be the greatest quarterback of all time. I just think.
I mean, that's Lamar.
I mean,
Obviously.
let me ask you a question.
Remember when we
let
had
me
that
ask you-
conversation about Lamar and you said that you couldn't name, like, I couldn't name like 5 quarterbacks better than him, and then I named like 10.
Then Lamar Jackson,
Yes.
or of all time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, remember when I did that?
What about
And then I also named 2 quarterbacks that are better than him in his own conference.
if you were? This is going to put you in a pickle right here.
No, it won't.
a pickle.
If you had
One
Tyler
shot,
Shuck
one opportunity.
and Will Levis on
Sees
your
everything
bench,
you ever wanted.
who you calling up?
Neither.
What, you had to pick one. What if you had to pick one?
What if I didn't?
What if you had to pick one?
What if I didn't?
But if you had to pick one, who you starting?
I guess I'd take the guy with more NFL experience at the moment.
My fucking God, this is unreal. He's not a Louisville fan. Either that or he's just arguing for the bet's sake. He's just arguing to prove his fucking argument.
I mean, you go with the guy with NFL experience at the moment. He knows
He might be one of the worst in the league.
He knows the playbook.
Dude, I had a fucking.
He knows the playbook.
I had a
I'd rather
solid-
I'd rather put a fucking blind motherfucker out there than fucking.
I had a solid
Nice.
Eminem.
Tight.
I had a solid Eminem reference, and neither one of you all even acknowledged it, and I'm really mad about it.
That was your one shot.
Damn, I missed it.
Yep.
Could have seized everything I ever wanted.
Will Levis, that's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, Jordan. So you got Justin Fields or Russell Wilson. Who do you start? Who's going to win you a playoff game?
Neither. Unfortunately.
You're not wrong. Kazoo tight.
I think I'm taking.
Damn.
You do it one
Fields,
more time,
though.
that's between you and Jesus.
Yeah. Telling you, George's got a lot of bullshit going on this podcast today.
I can straight up. I got
we're
some
gonna.
allergy pills downstairs.
You took your headphones off. Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just don't want to listen to you anymore.
It was catching on my thing. I need to get like over the head earphones,
Yeah.
headphones, whatever,
Yeah.
earbuds.
Yeah.
Not earbuds. The one
Yeah.
that goes over.
Airbud.
Dude, I fucking love Airbud. That was a solid ass fucking movie.
I think I want to make a bet. I think the Patriots are going to win more games than the Steelers this year.
In total?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Or playoff games?
Just in total?
Really, just in total?
Wait.
What's their-
Neither of them are going to make the playoffs.
Whoa,
What's the bet?
Whoa.
What's the bet?
Neither team's going to make
We're
the
gonna
playoffs.
make the playoffs.
You want to?
Okay?
Or how much?
We're gonna make the.
Oh, I'm
playoffs.
sorry. I go through Vegas for my bets.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough.
Okay. I'm sure I can get better odds on the Patriots.
I'll give you a bet that's more enticing. I'll let you have the Raiders and the Patriots, whoever, not combined, obviously. The Raiders and the Patriots versus the Steelers.
For what?
I would take that.
$20, whatever. I don't give a
Okay.
shit. All right.
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot.
Not combined. Parameters, not combined.
I mean, we won't need to be combined. Both teams are going to win more games than the Steelers.
That's fucking hysterical because y'all are going to fucking pick some goofball quarterback.
Are you saying Shador Sanders is a goofball?
No, I don't think you get Shador. I think you're going to be goofy.
Bro.
You know how many times
he has been more negative about
you know how many
not
times
getting
he slated Shador to the Raiders?
And you have been like, bro, you're going to get
because
Shador.
I'm trying to be
Bro, you're going to get Shador.
Because I'm trying to be a good friend.
And
it's
then
called
the
being a good
second a
friend.
bet is on, he's like, no, fuck you.
You're
fuck
getting
your
a goofy
team.
ass quarterback.
You're going to get fucking Sam Darnold and you're going to fucking like it.
You're going to get Tyler Shuck.
Yo, you'll probably end up with Will Levis because he's better than Tyler Shook. So
I don't think Will Levis a free agent?
No, I don't think so.
he's gonna be when they fucking drop his ass. They're talking about drafting a quarterback. Yeah. Somebody said they might trade up for number one.
They are number one.
Are they? The Titans?
Are you dumb or are you retarded?
Who? Somebody said something about trading up to number one. Maybe it was another
The
team.
Giants are going to try to trade the
trade
Titans.
up for the Titans.
Maybe
They
that
get
was-
Cam
maybe that's
Ward.
Yeah, because they want Cam Ward and then
That's
Yeah,
good pick.
now that Abdul
I like-
Carter has the broken foot. Jordan, do you pay attention to sports?
I don't watch as much NFL as you do, like off season, all that shit, because again, I care more about Louisville sports. So fuck you.
You just don't pay attention to sports.
I know that the Raiders suck.
That's weird.
And the Patriots.
I got a quick question.
And the Patriots.
How many combined playoff wins did the Steelers, Patriots, and Raiders have this year?
they all had the exact same.
I got one better.
Which was a big, and
We're going to have to
this
end the
is gonna
podcast.
be really expensive, but it was a big egg because it was a big zero.
We're going to have to end the podcast soon because when I say this, he's going to fly off the handle and go into a rampage. But how many Super Bowls have you seen? A big goose egg.
How many Super Bowls have you seen?
2.
How many Super Bowls have I seen?
I
Sit your bitch ass down.
I wasn't even arguing with you.
That's what you know. I'm still mad.
Fuck you,
I'm
you
still mad.
bandwagon
I'm
bitch.
still,
Celtics and fucking Patriots. Who the fuck?
bro, I got fucking.
Fuck
I
outta
got
here.
kids fucking photos of me and fucking Celtics and Patriots.
You got
gear.
pictures of kids?
You
What a
fucking
fucking
kidding
weirdo.
Fucking take your ass down to the harbor, make you sleep with the fishes.
Fuck the NFL. It's still
Jordan,
Louisville.
what's your favorite teams?
It's still Louisville.
What's your favorite teams?
Till I die. Louisville.
And
Louisville.
who else?
Bro, if that phone rings one more time
Yeah.
let me answer.
What's your favorite professional sports teams?
Steelers. I don't give a shit about the NBA, to be honest with you. I just root for, Donovan Mitchell or whoever else.
Yeah, because I can say that I've watched.
I like
LeBron,
players.
I've watched LeBron win 4 NBA championships. I mean, that was fantastic.
So that's not a team. You're picking just one player.
So I've
What
wa-
are you're asking me about pro teams? You have 3 favorite NBA teams?
I've got to see LeBron win 4 championships with 3 different teams.
So you have 3 favorite NBA teams?
Well, I just have a favorite player.
Oh, okay.
You have a. That's crazy because if Lamar Jackson went to another team, I'm pretty sure you would get his jersey for that team too.
I probably would.
Huh, that's crazy. Lamar could get traded to the Dolphins, and you'd be a Dolphins fan.
Not a fan. I'm not a fan of the team because I buy a jersey.
If we wouldn't have had Bill Belichick, and whenever they were talking about possibly
The Steelers were supposed to draft him too, motherfucker.
No, we were supposed to get him the last time he.
The Steelers brought him out to a fucking workout.
the last
That's not what
time
he's talking about.
that he was shopped around as a free agent.
Oh, I'm
before he
talking about
signed-
draft. I'm talking about
before-
draft. We were supposed to draft him.
Robert Kraft wanted him. Everyone else in the organization
We were
wanted
supposed
him.
to
Bill
draft
Belichick
him.
didn't want him.
Tomlin wanted him. We were supposed to draft him.
Where were you at? Because our fucking coach
like
fucking
the-
called all the shots, and we didn't get fucking Lamar.
A lot of teams
But-
made a lot of
but-
bad decisions
But your ass
that
would-
year
your
was
ass
a bad
would-
year.
Your ass would have had a Patriots jersey for sure,
Go
and you wanna yell at me for it.
look at the draft class that year. Pretty pitiful. The names that went above Lamar Jackson.
No, I get it.
Josh Rosen.
I get it.
That's god awful. That's god awful. Anyways, enough about NFL. This is my fucking podcast.
You ready to rate this beer?
I guess. We didn't even talk about Louisville football, even though there ain't shit to talk
I was
about.
about to say. I mean, we have a little bit to start.
Like
about.
4-star.
We can.
Maybe. That'd be cool to get him, but the safety. We can leave that for the next one, I guess. Are we going to go deep in the tournament or not? I might rate this beer.
Hope we go deep in the rating of this beer.
Same.
I might rate it a 5 just because I'm trying to go deep in the tournament.
What do you really feel about it?
It's solid.
Is it nice?
Tight.
Totally.
There's 3 of us, and you could have made that so perfect.
I don't even know what we were talking about.
What do you rate the beer, Jordan?
Let's hear yours. I don't know yet. You're going high, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm not the highest
Outlier?
rated on this podcast, but I gave it a 4.25.
Holy fuck.
It's a really good IPA.
That's a good score. I'm going to go 3.25.
3.25.
Wow.
Damn.
It's great. It's good.
Why do you hate it?
I don't. What? That's not a bad score. It's like middle of the road. It's very good.
I am also going to go with
4.2.
a 4.25.
It's good.
This is
I'm
the
not
first-
hating on it.
Now, we've had quite a few great beers. I will say that, but this was the first beer that the second I took a swig of it, I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Yep.
Like
That was
that's
solid.
delicious.
It was
like,
very good.
And I'm not a huge IPA fan, so like the
Really?
fact I like IPAs, I do, but there's like different types of beers that I like more. Obviously, like quite a few different.
We've tried
Like
a lot of
Miller Lite?
beers.
I love Miller Lite. Like I
That's
still,
a 5, right?
I still don't understand
Solid
your
5.
point there, but
You can't put lagers like on a rating scale, like those kind of lagers, standard lagers, like a Miller Lite, a Busch Light. It's just
it's
all
a
the
fine
same.
pilsner, brother.
It's all the same.
It's a fine pilsner.
Miller Lite, Busch Light, Bud Light,
It's a fine
It's all the
pilsner.
Light.
Coors Light.
It's a fine Pilsner.
It's all the same to me.
This motherfucker.
Although,
will
you know-
down a fucking bush apple like it's a fucking drinking water.
Everyone has a preference as to what they
Yeah,
like
you're
more
fucking
than.
shitting on me for like a
Am I
Miller Lite.
shitting on him? Why is he so defensive over them? Anytime you talk negatively about Miller Lite, he goes into.
I know you
Yeah.
were not talking about being
He is like on Miller Lite like you are with fucking the
Yeah,
Raiders.
I'm about to get the fucking logo tatted on my throat.
That would be
So,
wild.
Hell yeah.
That would be wild.
I would actually like the fucking like little things.
If you get a
around
Miller
it
Lite
tattooed
tattoo
around my
you,
my kneecap.
I'm gonna vomit.
No, I'm gonna get.
You
I'm
know
gonna
what?
get the little Garland bullshit here tattooed
Hey,
around my kneecap.
Let's
calling
do
it down.
something. Let's do something. If Louisville makes it to the Elite Eight, you get that tattoo, and I'll get a Busch Light apple tattoo.
Don't
we already have a
Yes.
Final Fourth that we have the Pat Kelsey
Pat Kelsey glasses.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if we make the Final Four, that'd be crazy.
I was about to say yeah, but
One of those.
I mean, either way,
know.
I'm fine with getting a bunch of tattoos. I haven't been tattooed in
I need one badly.
9 years.
I haven't been tattooed in 32 years.
That sucks for you, man. It's a great experience,
It is. It is.
and you're about to get tattooed. Do some fucking Pat Kelsey glasses
Wouldn't
tattooed on you.
that
So,
be crazy?
I mean,
What happens if we win the championship?
then you have to get them tattooed on your
I'm
face.
not. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, we did make the bet. We already made the agreement.
We did not. No, we
Yes, we
did
did.
not. No, I
you
said
get
there's
the
no
Pat
way.
Kelsey glasses.
You can. Go,
I said no chance I'm betting anything on my face. I know for sure.
I do-
100%. I promise you.
I do
we
feel
did.
like you did agree to something very, very well.
It wasn't anything on my face. I know that because I remember us talking
Yeah.
about it, and I was like, I'm not going to put anything on my face.
Oh, I'll get the Pat Kelsey glasses tattooed on me 100% if he makes it.
I do feel
Even
like I
just
said
Sweet
something
16 at this
crazy.
point,
I do
realistically.
feel like I said something
You
crazy.
did say
about it,
something,
but it wasn't
I
face.
don't remember what it was. But
One more thing before we go. I think it would be cool if we did a segment, maybe on our next one, if you all want to, because I've always wanted to do it, and this would give me a chance to do it. But if we could see who knows more about beer, not really more about beer per se. It's not got to be a crazy competition. But have you ever seen them set up like 5 beers into a box with a straw? I want to try that. I want to see who can guess the beers.
I feel
that
like
would be fun.
That would be good for like the TikTok and
I mean, however you want to do
YouTube.
it. We should do that.
My only downfall is I don't want to drink beer out of a straw.
No, beer out of straw is disgusting.
Yeah,
No,
so
what we should drink is
it is bad.
We should drink all the standard beers.
That's what I'm
to see
talking
if we
about.
can get-
but like
That's what I'm talking about.
And
Miller
we could
Lite, Busch Light,
we could
Bud
have
Light,
some like
4 or 5.
we could
I'm
have
gonna lose that competition.
we can have some cups
It'd be
like this
hard,
or something that have like 1,
Nothing-
2, 3, and 4 written on it, and like have Callie or like Taylor or somebody like write down what they are, and then we have to guess them.
I'm cool with that. Yeah, I agree. What is it with beer out of a straw? It's fucking horrid.
I don't like anything out of a straw.
I mean, but you don't drink, like, when you go to a restaurant, you don't
Take
drink
the lid off.
soda out of the
Take the lid off.
lid. It's a glass cup. What do you gotta,
I drink it with my lips.
Oh,
you don't use
Yeah.
this.
No, they
Really?
put that shit in a washer.
yeah, it's fine. That straw is probably even in the wrapper. It's probably no cleaner than the
I'm not saying it is. I just, I think it tastes the same.
Yeah.
Just beer.
You seem
beer
like,
is horrific.
You seem like the type of person that before Trump banned them, like drank out of paper straws.
Yeah.
So
Paper straws are even more horrific. They taste like shit. Plastic straws till I die. Fuck them turtles.
I fucking love turtles, man.
Or bears. Today it's fuck them bears. Because they're bears, right?
Yes, they're the golden bears.
Golden bears. Golden grit.
There's the calgorithm.
They're the algorithm. Fuck the algorithm.
Fuck them. Bitches.
Final word.
Mark Pope's a bitch.